We are still the second week of our series of No Complain November. Amen. Amen. On today we are looking at the 5th chapter of John chapter 5. And I just want to look at the first 7 verses again, not to say that you weren't reading before, but I just want to look at it again just one more time, just the first 7 verses. But I want you to put your magnifying glass on verse 7. It says, afterward, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holy days. Inside the city near the sheep gate was the pool of Bethesda with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches. One of the men lying there had been sick for 38 years. When Jesus saw him and knew he had been ill for a long time, he asked him, would you like to get well? I can't, sir, the sick man said, for I have no one to put me into the pool when the water bubbles. Someone else always gets there ahead of me. I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the complaining lame. The complaining lame. Some of y'all will get it in a minute. Some of y'all got it, but some of y'all will get it in a minute. So Jesus at this particular time is in Jerusalem attending one of the required festivals. In Jerusalem is an infamous place called the Pool of Bethesda. The word Bethesda means house of mercy. It's infamous because it is estimated, hundreds of disabled and diseased people come and crowd around this pool. It is known as the Sheep Gate Pool. Here, the sheep would have been washed in this pool before they were taken to the sanctuary. So the high-class citizens, the bougie folk, and those desiring to be ritually clean would not go anywhere near this pool, Sister Jackson. You ain't gonna bring the alley over there. But Jesus saw it fit for him to be there at this time. Just imagine how hopeless this place must have been. It probably smelled terrible from all of the washing of the sheep. Then you have nothing but sick and diseased people lying around, including those that were undiagnosed. People with fevers that had to lay in the shade because the sun was too unbearable for them to interact with. You would have had blind people that huddled together and stood very close to the edge of the pool, hoping that someone would take them by the hand to bring them in. Are y'all with me? Don't fall asleep yet. You had all different types of ailments, all different types of disabilities, and all different types of dysfunctions. There was a superstitious belief that at an unknown random time, an angel of the Lord would come and stir up the waters, and whoever was the first to enter into the water would be healed of whatever ailment they were suffering from. There's a man who the Bible does not name specifically, but it identifies him as being lame. Jesus asked him a rather simple question to help him. He asked him, do you want to be made well? Follow with me. Now, instead of the man answering a simple question with a simple answer, he goes on a tangent about why and what has happened to him previously in the past. for long periods of time, even when a simple solution comes that will change our situation instantly, we will divert back and begin to complain about previous experiences that did not work. I happen to work in the technology department, and part of my responsibility is assisting users with computer access problems, whether it be they cannot log in, their computer will not turn on, or if their printer has lost network connectivity. Everybody knows that the IT guy is really popular around the office. Amen. But majority of the time, whenever I speak with a user having problems, I usually ask a simple question. What is the computer doing? But instead of telling me what the problem with the computer is, they go on to complain about what they did and why what they did not work. And I'm saying in my head, ma'am, I fix computers. I can't fix you. I have no experience in fixing people. I don't need to know what you did to try to fix the computer. I need to know what the computer's doing. There's a few things I want to share here with you that this man does, and I'm going to get out of your way. The first thing that this man complains about is what he does not have. The first word uttered out of his mouth after sir was I. See, anytime someone is trying to help you with a problem, and the first word that comes out of your mouth is I, that means you are frustrated and you want to vent and complain. No, it's okay to want to vent at times. And we all have moments when we need to release some frustration. But when the person who shows up with the remedy to your problem, that is not the time to start complaining. When you have a flat tire and the tow truck driver pulls up, you should be shouting and praising, but instead oftentimes we're mad and we're frustrated and we begin complaining because we've been sitting on the side of the road for 45 minutes. It wasn't the tow truck driver's fault you got a flat tire. He didn't place the nail in the road. He's just the person there to help and assist you to get back on the road so you can get to your desired destination. Jesus asked him a simple question. He says, do you want to be made well? Now watch this. This is interesting. Because if Jesus had just asked them, do you want to be well? If he just says, do you want to feel better? I probably may have questioned his authority. But if someone comes and asks you, do you want something to be made to happen? 9 out of 10 times they have the authority or the ability to fix whatever it is that you need. Number 2, he complains about what others won't do. The lame man says, well, sir, I can't because I have no one to put me in the pool when the water is troubled. Now, I have a few issues with this because the man clearly says he has nobody. Well, sir, you mean to tell me you don't have anybody in your life? You don't have a mother, you don't have a father, you don't have a brother, you don't have a sister, you ain't got no aunties, no uncles, no wife, no girlfriend, you ain't got no friends at all. You mean to tell me you ain't got nobody? Well, the Bible doesn't clearly say why he doesn't have anyone in his life, but by his complaining response to Jesus, I can almost guarantee if he did have anybody in his life, he probably pushed them away. See, when you have a complaining spirit and people try to help you, but you're just too difficult people will just get to the point where they're just going to leave you alone. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean they don't care about you. They have just simply come to a point where they know trying to help you is a waste of time and it is counterproductive. I can see him now with people trying to help him while he's complaining. Yeah, don't scratch my walker. That's designer there. That's made of stainless steel. Well, fool, if you get in this pool, you might not need that walker. Not only does he not have anyone in his personal life, but it's interesting that he's around hundreds of people, but he still feels alone and isolated. It's interesting that he has even someone in front of him who's apparently concerned and willing to help. It's clearly evident he didn't know who Jesus was and what he was capable of doing. And we get like that sometimes when God can be right in front of us, asking if we want our issue specifically addressed, and we don't even recognize it, or he'll ask us a simple question and we go on tangents talking about this. Well, God, so-and-so did this to me, and God, so-and-so did that to me, and God, this company rejected me, and God, this one rejected me. But aside from that, he has this man in his 30s who's able-bodied, completely capable of helping him get into the pool, but he never asked Jesus for help. Why wouldn't he just ask Jesus, sir, can you help me? I really need your help. I would greatly appreciate if you can help me. No, but instead he decided to go on a tangent complaining. See, when we're rejected for long periods of time, we get into those modes that we think only complaining will suffice for the way we feel. Number 3, he complains about what others will do to him. The man lastly says, but while I am coming, another steps down before me. So he complained about what he didn't have. He complained about the lack of support he had. And now he complains about what other people do to him. He says every time he tries to step into the pool, someone steps down before him. In other words, he's saying every time it's time for my miracle, they don't care that I've been dealing with this for 38 years. Every time I get enough strength and my pinky toe is right on the edge of the water and I'm about to touch it, I get pushed out of the way and trampled over and beat to the water so I can't get in. See, many of us are too familiar and comfortable with the blame game. We complain and blame everyone except ourselves for our current situations, even though what has happened to us was decades ago. Still blaming your high school sweetheart because he took you to prom, but now he's married to somebody else. It's time for you to let that go and move on. Some of us are in our 50s and still blaming our parents and our upbringing for how our lives are today. I'm sorry to tell you, but your parents are not responsible for the last 30 years of your life. You've had more than enough time to turn your life around and achieve every and anything you put your mind to. We must stop living a lifestyle of complaining and take responsibility and accountability for our actions and the results of our actions. Yes, sometimes we have a rough start due to decisions made by others before us. But that's no excuse for us not to achieve our goals. There are people who cross these seas and these waters late in age and come to this land and become lawyers and doctors and entrepreneurs. So we who have been here have no excuse whatsoever to blame anybody for the way that our lives are today. Put your big boy pants on. Put your big girl skirts on. Buckle down and look within yourself and see, what am I doing wrong? Why am I pushing people away? What is it that I'm doing wrong that I'm not excelling in the way that I desire to? We must have an attitude of gratitude and be thankful for whatever God has blessed us with. It may be a little bit. You may have a little piece of car, but thank God for it. You may have a little piece of apartment, but thank God you got a roof over your head. You may just have 2 feet to walk or get on the bus, but thank God that I'm able to even get on the bus. Shucks, you may only have some peanut butter and jelly and some Wonder Bread in your pantry, but thank God that you can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to feed your belly and get something to eat. Because I can guarantee you there's somebody's situation that's 100 times worse. And they give up a leg, they give up a finger, they give up a foot, they give up an arm just to trade places with you. So you better open up your mouth and thank God for the little bit of things that you have. Romans 8:28 says that all things work together for the good of those that love God and are called according to his purpose. Now guess what? It doesn't say everything's good, but it says everything will work out for the good. That means God will turn a bad situation into good. Yeah, it may feel bad now. It may feel like you ain't got no way out. You may feel like you should be further ahead in life. But God is working everything for your good. Just continue to love him. Just continue to worship him. Just continue to praise him. Just continue to follow his commandments. And late in the midnight hour, when you think you're drowning, when you think you're sinking, God is working in your favor. He's turning things around. He's turning it around. Everything that you thought was bad, God is turning for good. But you got to have an attitude of gratitude. You got to stop complaining and look at every day as a blessing. Look at every moment as a blessing. Look at every opportunity a blessing. Even when they tell you no, it's a blessing. Even when you get rejected, it's a blessing. Because God